Boho gang, welcome to my channel if you are new here, and if you are returning, what's up, gang gang. So today's video is going to be another DIY hairstyle. This is going to be DIY knotless boho braids. I'm not sure if I have done this particular style on here before or not. I honestly can't remember. I may have. I know the last braid video I put up, I curled the ends with peekaboo color. I think that's the most recent one I did, and I did that around December time frame. But I can't remember if I have a DIY boho braids or not. I know I have the boho one I did without adding braiding hair. So I'll leave that link down below. And then I'll also leave link down below my previous knotless braid video. All right. So today, also, before we get into anything else, if you are here and you are either returning again and you still haven't joined the Mo Gang, whether you're returning or this is your first time here, what are you doing? Go down below, hit the subscribe button. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell, select all so that way you are notified anytime I post anything over here on my channel. Now, by the time this video goes live, you will see that I went live doing some of my braids in real time. Okay, so please make sure I will save the live, but that's why you need to make sure you got your notifications on. Okay, make sure it's selected on all so that way you can get notified. And yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that bonnet off because baby, that bonnet blocks my hearing. Oh my goodness. As you can see, my hair looks a little crazy, right? A little crazy. I did in the previous video did a little quick protective style that technically was a temporary style that I was doing to A, preserve my blowout, B, I really wanted to try the style out, so I just went ahead and did it on my blow dried hair. And yeah, so make sure you guys check that video out. That will be the video out right before this one. So yeah. So I will go ahead and re-show what I use for wash day as well as leave in and all that good stuff. It's technically the same items that I used in the previous video, but I will show them again. I went in with the Do's breakdown clarifying shampoo. Of course, my affiliate link for the Do will be down below. I really love this clarifying shampoo. The next shampoo I used was Design Essentials Honey Cream Moisture Retention Shampoo. Went in with this for my second shampoo. Went in with Miche Indulge Moisturizing Deep Conditioner for my conditioning step. And then went in with the Mazzani 25 Miracle Milk. Y'all know this is bae. And then before I actually started to blow dry the section, after I had gone through each of the larger sections with the leave-in, I went in with Sacred's Nourishing Hair Oil on the length of my hair. And as you guys can see, I have been using this quite a bit. This is the I think like the travel size or something, or the mini one. I just got this to try it out and I like it. It's a nice lightweight oil, but I think like kind of like how the Olaplex oil, which is an oil I actually want to get. Probably after I use up this oil and my Bread Beauty oil, I will give the Olaplex oil a try because I actually do want to use that. All right, so I went ahead last night / super duper early this morning, very late last night, super duper early this morning. I went ahead and went in and pre-parted my entire head, as well as went ahead and two-strand twisted off each section, like each braid. So literally all I'm gonna have to do is take out a row, unravel a twist, detangle it, and start braiding. Yes. So that probably took me about an hour, 2 hours and about 45 minutes. 2 hours 30 to 45 minutes roughly. Okay. So that takes away from any time that I have to spend to do that today. Obviously, I blow dried my hair ahead of time. The blow dry, so for the wash day portion, so from wash to the end of blow drying, that probably took, I would say, maybe wash day wise, it probably took about 45 minutes to an hour. And then the blow dry took maybe about an hour to an hour and a half. So 2.5 hours for wash day, 2.5 hours to completely pre-part down to each individual box for braids. Okay. So we are going to go ahead and jump in. I really don't think I'm going to have to use any more curl cream, which is just basically to just re-moisturize my hair a little bit. If I feel like I need to, I will, but I don't think I will. I kind of used a decent amount of it last night, but we're gonna go ahead and get started. Of course, I am using my pure neat braid conditioning shining gel. Y'all know I love this stuff. I generally get this from my old beauty supply store in Fayetteville, which I'm no longer near. So I'm going to have to be on the hunt for a beauty supply store up this way where we're living now, for this when I need it. I'm just starting on this one good. So luckily I don't have to really worry about that much. But also I still go back to Fayetteville for a couple of like maintenance, just monthly, bi-monthly, well, really monthly maintenance. So like for my nails and my Brazilian waxing. So yeah. So this is my first row here. And I'm gonna come a bit closer. I'm gonna grab this. Got my I can't talk. Got my alligator clips. I got all my combs. I got everything right here. Okay. And luckily, I don't need my three-way mirror. But of course, you guys know I use my three-way mirror. This is it folded up. This is the best thing I could have ever purchased. Period. Shout out to Kimberly Sherrill because she is the reason I got this and knew anything about this. So, yeah. So got that. I'm going to go ahead and clip away these other two. Go ahead and take this twist down because I won't. This actually feels really good to be able to just jump in, do my hair. So I want to do a time check. All right. So we are starting this at 5:45 in the evening. Okay. So we are about to start on this first braid. So I just wanted to first, of course, detangle it. We'll go in with a little bit of the braiding gel. I actually think I want to use this just to be able to make sure I'm not putting none of this gel on my scalp because we ain't have time for that. Oh. All right. So now there we go. I'm going to go in and just put the gel I'm sorry, y'all. The angle I have to be at, I'm trying to see what I'm doing. Y'all ain't gonna be able to really see much. All right. So I'm gonna go in and split this into 3 pieces. I will try to move my hand around as much as possible. So I want to show this kind of in slower motion, especially with me starting in the back. So I go ahead and I split and I come over just like that. So I don't even do a full rotation at the very beginning. Take my first piece of hair, feed it in between my finger, my pointer, and my thumb. Do 2 to 3 rotations down. Gonna add the next piece of hair. And I like to kind of like rub it in between my fingers like this to smooth it. Put it in between my pointer and my thumb. Braid down some more. All right. So kind of trying to gauge. All right. So I think now I'm going to go ahead and feed in my first piece of curly hair. So I'm going to take it. I'm trying to get it to where it's, there we go. All right. Trying to get it at the point at which they're even at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and feed this in. Boom. Braid that down some. Boom. I'm going to go ahead and bring out this piece here. I'm going to just wrap that back that way. Boom. Keep braiding down. Grab a little bit of braiding gel. All right. And I'm going to switch my hand placement, bring this up. Whew. It's like random single strands of hair, child, and it is in D-way. All right. Now, I may end up, and I'm sorry if y'all hear my arm or my hand rubbing up against the mic. I apologize. I am going to feed one more piece of braiding hair in. Okay. And I think I am going to pretty much keep these full length. So, all right, there we go. So now I'm bringing out the other end of the curly hair I fed in. And I really think I only want to feed in one curly piece to leave like two pieces out. And then because the reason why I say that is because I will be feeding in 2 pieces. So I'm going to technically be feeding in 3 pieces total and only leaving out 2 strands of hair. On the actual length. So I'm feeding in the last of the curly pieces because I want them to be the ends of my hair. So this is a little different from anything I've done before. I love it. I'm not mad at it. And I also wanted to do the braids themselves a little bit like thinner. Usually I do thicker braids on my hair. So the hair I definitely And I figured if anything, I can cut it a bit shorter, just a little bit, you know, to kind of even it out some. But I'm trying to make sure I'm feeding it in, which I probably will do some other pieces a little bit better than this first one here. I am going to use this first braid. Looks so good. This color is everything. Oh my God, this hair is so long. This hair is so long. And that's honestly, that's what I wanted. Because I don't think I've done long boho braids either. So this is gonna be fun. But we're just gonna continue to braid down. And like I said, I'm only using this tri mirror just to be able to, when I'm in the back, really be able to see where I'm placing the braid gel. Because what I don't want to happen is any of this braiding gel to get on my scalp, because we don't need those issues or problems. All right, so I'm technically getting towards the end of one of the pieces of braiding here that's a little bit shorter. So the other two are a bit longer. So I'm gonna keep braiding some. These are gonna be like, the braid is gonna stop about my waist. So your waist is technically here. Okay, so not at your hips, waist. So the end of the braid is gonna probably be about my waist. And then the curls are gonna be sitting right around my hips. So yikes. All right, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and hold on, let's do a little more braiding. Just a little bit. All right. So now this is the end of one of the braids. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and tie this around once. All right, so what I've been liking to do, so I did the first knot, if you will, the first tie around. I like to then go into the braid, bring the end of the hair that I'm working with that I just tied off in, and then go in again and bring this down. So almost like I'm crocheting it closed also. I don't know. I don't know what made me do this. Oh, I was braiding my sister-in-law's hair. That's what it was. I was braiding my sister-in-law's hair, and the type of hair she had, it was very pretty as far as the color goes. But my God, it was such soft hair. And if y'all are people that braid your own hair or just do braids in general, like on other people, whatever the case may be, like with braiding hair, it's certain braiding hair like you just cannot get because it's too soft. Like it's too soft to properly grip. And that's basically what was happening. So yeah. it was very difficult to tie it off properly because it was just so soft. Like it wasn't tying off. So I had to improvise and use my crochet latch hook. So all right, so this is the end of the braid. So that first one is done. And I'm thinking I'm going to, let me God, this hair is long. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I may have to cut this hair in half, like as far as like the, let's see. But then I kind of don't want to cut it because I don't know. I just kind of don't want to cut it. All right. And then I'm going to go here and cut off the ends there. Just so that way it's kind of sitting right at my hips. So that's how she looks there. And I do think I'm going to do that per braid. I think I'm going to just do it as I go along. Just because. All right. Let's move on to the next one. So I'm going to go ahead and speed things up. Since you guys saw the first one in real time, go ahead and speed things up, film for a little bit. And then I'm going to stop and go live. So technically the live from this hairstyle is going to be active before the video with the protective style that I did on my natural hair. So don't let that throw you off. Don't let that throw you off into thinking, oh wait, so did she actually do her braids? Yes. That video was filmed a week ago. So just, FYI, heads up. Oh no. Okay. Wonderful. There we go. Okay. So just in case, so don't confuse yourself. Don't confuse yourself. Um, it's accurate. So, but yeah, let me go ahead and speed this up a little bit, and I will be back in just a few. So we are finally done with this hair. So I'm gonna, obviously you can see it's the front view. If I just had it all down, pushed to the back, This is the side view. Mm-hmm. All right, this is the back view. I'm gonna try to come up so you can see. Okay, so I have to walk far from the camera, obviously, because of how I have it done. So this is brushing the top of my butt. So it's at my hips, more or less. It's right at the top of my hips. And then this is the other side. So yeah. And I used a combination of this Wig Shining 3-in-1 spray here that I picked up from the beauty supply store, just to kind of coat the hair because the curly pieces are synthetic. So that could potentially be a little nightmare. It's gonna, of course, tangle really, really badly. So I'm probably more or less gonna be using that every day, if not every couple of days, and probably trading off in between using this as well for my actual hair and scalp if I need it. And I'm probably gonna pick up some more, even though technically I'm not using these for that purpose. I'm gonna pick up some more of these to be able to wipe my scalp as I have any buildup that may happen. And then of course on the length of the hair over the curls, I use this mousse here, which is an oldie but goodie, especially for like curly synthetic hair. But I'm gonna bring it off forward. So this is how she looks if I were to wear her completely down, all to the front. Like I said, it comes about here in the front when I have it all forward like this. But yeah, so more or less, I will be, of course, wearing it up, and all different kinds of things. So yeah, of course, I'm not going to really wear it down. The only way I'll probably wear it down is if I style the front some kind of way. Let me know if you guys would want a styling video with this. And I can definitely do that. So I can do a styling video, and then I think I will do a reel as well. Actually, I think I'm going to do that. That'll give me an extra video to plug while I have these braids in. I'm gonna have these in for a little bit because I love this. I love these braids, baby. Because when I tell y'all, braids is right up my alley, especially a good boho moment, or just the braids with the straight ends, or the braids with the curl in it, in the with the curls on the ends, like I like to do. That's one of my favorites to do. The long braids with the curls at the end that stop right at the waist. Those are my favorites. So this is definitely more my speed versus the locks. If you have not checked out my faux lock video, make sure you check that out because, like I said, those are cute. They had a cute little moment or whatever, but it just wasn't. The boho hair in those locks definitely helped a lot. Because I feel like outside of that, I really would have hated it. I would have really hated it. I don't know if I said how long this took. So yesterday I worked for about 7 hours. And that is deducting about 2 hours roughly. It might even been a little bit more than that, but I just deducted 2 hours because I sat down and watched an episode of a show, and I did the whole back, and I did these 3 rows here. So that's all that I did in the 6-hour time frame. 7-hour time frame, up to this here. And then the last 2 rows here, and then this whole side took me about, I would say, I calculated, I think around 6 hours. No. 5 hours. I'm going to say 4 to 5 because I really can't remember when I started today because I was already on the phone and I was on FaceTime with my best friend. And we literally have been on FaceTime the rest of me doing my hair, minus once I got to this last row, I got off with her and finished up filming with y'all. Or no, actually, when I got to these last 2 rows, I'm just kind of smoothing those a little bit because I don't know what happened right there, but combined total about anywhere from 12 to 13 hours it took me to do this style with this size braids. The front is a little bit bigger block wise than the back. I don't feel like they're like uniform per se, so I'll kind of let you guys see how the back looks. I feel like the back is a little smaller boxes than the front, and I think that's just because I got more hair back there too, so I just think it worked out that way. And then as I get up here towards the front of my head, I don't have as much density in the front of my head as I do in the back. When it comes to the hair, I showed you guys the hair earlier in the video. I used 3 bundles from one pack. I did not use an entire pack of braiding hair. Let me say this again. I didn't even use one pack of that braiding hair. Mind you, I bought 2 packs. I only used half of one pack. So that's 3 bundles. And I still have technically 3 little strands back there. So I technically have enough strands to do one more hair, like one more braid if I wanted to. The curly hair up I used up more of that hair than anything. So I used up the whole 2 packs minus this here. So this is the last, this is technically, I guess you would say the 3rd bundle because it was 3 bundles in those packs. So I got 2 of those. So that would have been 6 bundles total. So this is part of the 6. But I appreciate you guys for watching this video today. Leave any questions, comments, all the things down below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out, my gang.